All right. Okay, they're better. Okay, I'm so sorry. Um, just give me a second. Hello, welcome to the part 2 of past life reading, okay? All right. Been having some technical problems since this. Hey, hi Joanne. Since this afternoon, I tried to go live and then it's not really working out. Anyway, so finally we're here. We are gonna do the part 2 of from Leo to what do you call this? Leo to Pisces. Okay. So right now we'll be starting with Leo. All right, Leo, let's take a look. What was your past life karma? Who were you? And by the way, I will also be changing the format a little bit. Instead of going straight to the karmic past life of your love life, I will go broad first, okay? And then, I'll do it as general first, and then the love, and then what will be the future holds for you, okay? Hi, Lucy Moore. All right, Leo. Health. Scriber writer. Communal living. Ooh, karmic relationship. Could be that some of you is already with somebody right now. You're already with your karmic relationship or with your karmic partner. Ah, spouse. So you've already met your soulmate in your karmic or could be your twin flame. All right, galactic. This is the overall, okay? All right, you've had a lot of problems in your health. You have a very poor health during your past life, okay? It did not really indicated much places here. So it could be that this is just one of those strongest past life stage, okay, of your lives. Anyway, you used to be a writer, but you used to be like a struggling writer. And then you were with your karmic relationship or with your karmic partner, all right? In your second lifetime, you were very spiritual, but you became a mother of two. Since that you have like that wisdom or something that you feel like you can change the world or you can make could be like a make the world better place or something like that. So you tried to travel and you tried to go across the seas, but something happened as as you were like caught up in the storm and died drowning in a big ship or big open water. Now in your third lifetime, it seems like You've already met your spouse, and either he is in the military, like legal law or something like that, and it seems like this person is also very strict, mean, cruel. Whenever they say something, they're very dominant as well. They don't really take no for an answer. When they want something, they want that, like they want it that their way. Could be that right now they're acting like an Aries or more of the Emperor, okay? And used to be like a Native American. And okay, there are two places here, Native American and one around Eastern Europe, okay, Celtic. Now, I will be discussing two of your love lives, okay? So, let me pick this up, okay? I'll be picking this as your one for the general and two for the um for your sorry, one for general, two for your love life, okay? So I'll start with this. Okay, when you were a writer. Okay, this was in your past life, in the other past life. Sorry. Okay, I'll set it aside here. Hmm. You're a very creative writer during at that time, but life wasn't really that friendly, and the opportunities to you before at that time isn't really that friendly or available or something like that. You've also had some issues having a child, okay, or becoming a mother because you were struggling so much in your life, and it seems like, you've already reached up to the point of turning your back into your passion and pursued a different, could be job or profession, for practicality's sake. Because you feel like writing is, it doesn't, it's not going to feed your family or something like that, and your partner during at that time isn't really that supportive. So you have no choice but to move away or go away. All right. So your partner keeps on scorning you for, like that kind of writing is like just a waste of time. You're like this. You're like, it's like they don't really have any faith, or they don't have any belief in your creativity, in things that you can do to make a difference to, to the entire world, or could be to your city, or to your, to your citizens at that point. And then there was also a time that they, your person at that time burned all your works. That's why you have no choice but to turn your back on your passion, because you feel like you've already reached up to the point that, yeah, maybe it's really, like a big mistake, or maybe it's just like, like a big waste of time. But there is just either it's a manuscript or something that you have started, and when somebody got your, could be like a manuscript or something like that, it has something to do with something like a judicial or a legal system or something like that, or it has something to do with that, okay, legal law, military, or something like that. I'm also picking up something about ammunitions. It made a difference, you've contributed something in the history, and it created a success during the 1900s, early 1900s, and you feel like you've lived for, actually you've lived for 6 times already, but in the cards it only showed 3 lives. So it could be that the rest of your lives are very, very short. I'm also picking up that in one of your lifetimes you've had polio, or you've had some issues walking, or you've had some issues, like it's like you're not really codependent, but you're in a wheelchair or something like that. So in your earlier lives, your passion, your belief, something that you feel like it could change the world, nobody supported that. It's like, your family, you came from a very poor family, your partner believes like, just try to get some work, sell something so that you can get gold or nickel or silver or something like that. So in your first life, you've died with so much heartbreak because nobody believed in you, nobody even supported your dreams, all right? It wasn't until your fourth lifetime that somebody made a difference, or somebody at least supported you, all right? You even have to, and then when you try to move to a different place or a different city or something like that, because you were so heartbroken, like you don't have any other choice but to leave everything behind, because you feel like you're so alone, all right? You're so alone, and you feel like, what's my purpose here? What am I here for? So you moved, and then you met someone. Could be it's your other soulmate, okay, your spouse. When you moved, this is where you've met. But then during the time that you were crossing the seas, I feel like that's the reason why that in the cards it only showed like a very brief, like a few of your lives, because it was very brief. Okay, you died in an open water. All right. So during the time that you were a writer, or during the time that you're already with your karmic soulmate, things did not really work out well. All right. Here. So in this lifetime, you've already met your soulmate and your twin flame. Your twin flame is also your karma. So let's take a look now what happened to your love life. You were a mother and you left your kids, your 2 kids. That's why if your kids right now are suffering from an unrequited love from their father, it is because that, there's like a karmic debt that you need to pay up from your past life. All right, let's take a look now. My left eye is so itchy and it's so dry. All right. Ah, you're also a Leo in your other past life. Yeah, Aries. Your spouse was an Aries. Could be right now, it's also an Aries. You're with an Aries. This is for your past life with your karmic, and this is with your spouse. Now what actually happened to the two of you? To your 2 past lives, what was the lesson? Okay. Your lifetime as a writer with your karmic, okay, or with your twin flame. It seems like this person is very calculating. You thought that this person is the one who will be supporting your dreams, will have some, will have a direction and stuff like that. And they tried to woo you, met each other when you were 12 or 13, 14, earlier teens. And then you got married, you eloped. And you thought that this person will be helping you all throughout your journey, but unfortunately, it was more like a very big strife. Okay, you left your family out in the cold, because they want to, like, either they want to sell you to a rich merchant, so that you will get married to that person, or they want you to marry a rich person so that you can take them out of poverty or something like that. But you run away with the person that you really love. So at a very early age, you run away with somebody, and then it was your karma. You disobeyed your family, you disobeyed your family's honor or something like that, and there was somebody that you're supposed to be marrying, but you turned your back on that person. All right, so unfortunately, the punishment for you is the person that you've chosen turns out to be the wrong one for you, and then it became more of a lifetime journey, a lifetime karma. All right. You were seeking some guidance, but nobody was there for you. You've lived your life with so much regrets and resentments, and it's like every time that you cry, every time that you crumble down on the floor, nobody picks you up because your partner is the one who's been like pinning you down, looking down on you, and it's like this person made you feel like you're a tramp, or that your talent is just a big waste. Okay? So you run away. You took off. All right? You tried to follow your dreams, but then nothing still happened. In your second lifetime, when you met your spouse, this was a much better lifetime. This was a much better, let's say, much more comfortable lifetime. Okay, you did not really suffer that much, although this person treated you, or this person put you in a third party situation. So, like what I said, they used to be like in the field of legal, government, military. Could be at that time, during the war. It's always about military, being a soldier or something like that. So, it's a huge possibility that they're in one of those, or high-ranking officers. But the problem here, this person is such a womanizer. Okay, the thing that you need to learn from this is that when during the time that you need to fight for yourself, you did not fight for yourself. You let this person undermine you. Could be it's because that at that time the mentality of people is that women should always follow their husband's thing or whatsoever. And this is what happened to you. You've also forgotten about your life. You've also forgotten about your past. And I also feel like this person, also, um, this person is from a different city or country, because either you cross the country, or this person is the one who crossed the country for you, something like that. Because there's a movement here, there's a travel. Okay, I don't feel like this person is a foreigner, but this person is somebody from a different place. Okay, so I feel like you've lived a comfortable life here, but you were so unhappy still. So there were too many options, if you can see this. Okay, too many options. This card, especially this Eight of Wands. This is supposed to be the arrow of love, but in this card, it's not. It signifies somebody who's been cheating, have an affair, or someone who put you in a third party situation, or this person who's already tied up. Okay, So, still, you did not serve up your purpose during at that time. So this, you did not lived up to your purpose or to your, to the expectations of the universe for you. That's why. So in your first lifetime, you were not really supported by your, your karmic one or your twin flame because they did not really believe enough for you. You did not fought for yourself. And then in your second lifetime with your spouse, it seems like they don't have enough respect for you. And it looks like you're not really enough for them. And you settle for this kind of situation. So right now, Leo, if you're having a hard time finding love, looking for love, or staying in an pulling yourself out from a toxic and abusive situation or relationship, it is because of your two major lifetimes. Some of you have been suffering from a relationship with a narcissist at this point, okay, in your waking life, in your present life right now, and you're having a hard time freeing yourself up from this because you feel like there's like a very strong binding, okay. So this is the lesson right now in your present life, that you need to learn how to fight for yourself. You don't need anyone to take you out of your situation or your problem or your relationship or whatsoever, okay, in the hellhole that you put yourself in, okay. You can put a stop to this. You don't have to wait for someone's time. You don't have to beg for someone's charity or something like that, okay. You can do it. You need to believe in yourself. Okay, you need to pull out the King of Cups and the King of Wands right within you. And don't forget that you're also a very strong person. Okay, don't forget that you're also a very strong person. So, I also feel like some of you have been suffering from, um, it's like you're stuck with somebody who left you, put you in a third party situation, or this person is such a womanizer, or someone who's who's a serial infidel, whether it's a man or a woman, and you still love this person. It's like you're still waiting for them to come back to you. You're still waiting for them to change. You're still waiting for them to address your love or for them to at least see you through. Okay? You need to learn how to, you need to learn how to see yourself through as well. If you can see yourself in the eyes of this people, this cruel people, okay, or this soulmate and karmic ones of yours, you need to see yourself through in your own eyes. You need to find yourself, live up to your purpose, and don't forget your dreams. Okay, don't forget that you still have some other things that the universe bestowed upon you. It's not just about living up to the, finding love and becoming a slave of someone. Because that era is already done. All right, you need to fight for yourself, fight for your dreams, live up to your purpose. That is your karmic lesson during at this time. If you're finding love and you can't find one, you need to love yourself. Because you've already forgotten how it is to love yourself because you're looking for somebody who will support you, pull you out of this problem, this black hole, or this situation. Because you feel like you're so alone. But the fact is, most of you are very well loved by your families. It's just that, you're expecting that your spouse will be loving you just like how you love them. Let's take a look. Who are these people? Who? Hardship. Poverty. Occupation, gift. You did not really recognize your gift, okay? And you did not even completed your journey. Toil and labor, community. Yeah. When you got married, it's like you made your world, sorry, you made your husband, you made your marriage, whether you're a man or a woman, as your world. And you got stuck. Okay? Now, it's like you keep on paying off for the karma. And you keep on wondering, why is it that my life is like this? You know, why is it that every time I fall in love, every time that I'm with someone, I can't seem to find happiness? And you always, like, you always forget your dreams. Okay? Despair. Some of you, Leo, some of you, you have that frustration about getting rich or having a lot of money, fulfilling your dreams, living up to your dreams, or living up to your own expectations to yourselves, okay? You always feel like, the answer to your problems lies within your partner, or marrying someone else, or taking off at someone else. You're always looking for. It's like right now you're acting like a Rapunzel. Okay, like you're locked up in a tower and you're waiting for your knight in shining armor. Then you're just gonna let your hair down. But actually, it's not. It's not. You just need to learn how to. Don't forget that you have that stronger power. That you are even stronger than this people, whether it's a man or a woman that you got married to or that you're with, or something like that. You need to realize and address your own willpower. Every time that you're with someone, you just set aside yourself, you just set aside your dreams. And that's why, your karma just keeps on growing and growing and growing. Because there is a certain task that the universe expected you to complete and for you to fulfill, but you're not really doing anything. And not to mention that in one of your writings, one of your manuscripts, it has been published, but not under your name. Because somebody got it, and then they just put it under their name. So it's more of a stolen work and stolen identity. They took the credit for it. Now, some of you might also be suffering from, like you're working hard for something and then somebody always takes credit for it. Okay. Okay. It is because that you have already created a pattern from your relationship. From your past life. It's like you're a very good worker, you're very intelligent, you're smart, but you just let other people walk all over you. Now let's take a look now. Messages for your love life during this lifetime. Now, have you already met the one, or your karmic soulmate, your soulmate, and then your twin flame? Yes. In fact, that your twin flame is also your karmic. Okay. So some of you will be, or might be asking, will I be happy in love? Let's take a look if there will be another option for you. Okay? Because remember, in your first lifetime, there was somebody that you're supposed to be marrying to, but you run away from that person. So it could be that is the missing link. So how will you heal yourself from this karmic lesson? You need to past life connection. See? Okay. You have a strong karmic past life connection with this person. This is a strong psychic or spiritual connection. You may feel like you've known this person before. This connection is very destined, fated, and karmic in a way that is good for your soul. All right? So, I was just talking about, your soulmate, your karmic, and then, your twin flame. And the person that you're dealing with right now, especially whether you're single, you're taken, or, still looking, the person that you will be dealing with have a past life connection with you. Resistance. You're not opening up to a situation or opportunity. Your soul is nudging you to move forward in a direction that is in alignment with your soul and life purpose. Be willing to take steps forward. Trust your intuition and higher guidance. The right path is revealing itself to you. Tear down the walls and barriers so the movement forward can occur. So this is the message for your love life. And then one more. Conflict. There is a conflict within a relationship that is causing emotional upset and tension. Some things may have been said from a negative place. There could be some internal or mental conflict about a choice or situation. This may pertain to the need for honesty in a relationship. All right? So this is the message. These are the messages for your love life right now. Now, let's take a look. Let's take a look first, okay, at your oracle. And then I will pull out your present cards right now. If there's any important advice that you need to heed. Okay, equality, seahorse, release, jaguar, ancestors, polar bear, learning, sacred ibis or ibis. Imagination, draw from the well of your own capabilities. Trust your gut feeling, let your heart lead you to who you are. See? Way of faith, let faith be your guide. Self-creation, be the author of your own life. Now let's take a look at present. What are your important messages? You need to surround yourself with a lot of friends. Go out a little bit more. Instead of just watching other people enjoy their life and, feel sorry for yourself. All right? You need to find the truth right within you. And you also need to stop overthinking things. You also need to stop holding back your feelings over something. Because you're so afraid of failing, you're so afraid of being judged. You also need to be a little bit more communicative, be more out there, advertise yourself, or, put yourself more out there. Let the world know that you exist, and so is your talents. Okay? That there's something that you can do in this lifetime, could be like a contribution to the world. And there's some of you, I'm not saying that all of you, some of you, there's like a fame that already awaits you, but you need to get out of your comfort zone right now. Especially if you've been struggling, having a lot of problems, you feel so stuck, and it's like you're breathing underwater. It's time for you to make a choice. All right. Now, some of you who is stuck with an air sign, fire sign, earth sign. If you're currently stuck with these signs, majorly, it's time for you to make a decision. If you are with a fire sign right now, you need to go and see your friends. You need to be more out there, and you also need to go and look for yourself, or do some soul searching and reflection. If you are with an air sign right now, this person will just keep on betraying you, punishing you. It's like the two of you are also on and off, like you're going back and forth, back and forth. You'll try to make it work. There will be some discussions, and then one of you will just betray the other, or the other person will just break their promises or will not be keeping their promises. And then if you are, could be with another Leo or with an earth sign, this person is, it's like they will kill themselves with overworking. All they care about is the money. They're so afraid of, they're so afraid of losing money or losing financial security. And it's also time for you to decide, because this person will not have time for you. It's like you're just waiting in vain. All right? So it's time for you to go out there. Those are the messages for you, Leo. Okay, let's take a look now. Virgo? Yeah, Virgo. Virgo. This is the reason why you were so conscious about your financial security. Virgos are very money focused, and they're also very hardworking. They love their family so much, and they always put their work and their money first, more than anything else. Oh, unrequited love. It started ever since you were a baby. You've also made a promise to somebody in the past, and you hate it. You hated injustices, okay? Especially when someone's accusing you of something you did not even do. All right. Virgo, you were so conscious of your finances right now because you've gone through a dire kind of um, living, okay, in your past lifetime. You're also a writer. You have a gift in, like writing. You have a very creative mind. I also feel like you love writing poetry, novels, short stories, or something like that. You're more of a Shakespeare of your time, okay? But there is somebody that you need to forgive. Somebody who just left you out there in the cold when you were a baby. So, you were you were adopted, okay, by somebody, and you died of a transportation, okay? So just be very careful of car accidents, car crashes, and the land travels. Anyway, some of you have served as a knight, or some of you have served as a legal military or something like that during lifetimes, and some of you keep on having issues legally. All right, you live the life of being a carefree, or live the life of a nomad. But then your unrequited love path, it started when you were a baby. And you've also had a baby at that time, but there is no father. Okay? So it's more of a pattern of, it's like money, money comes into your life easily. But then love is more of a scarcity. All right? You made a promise to someone. And this is the reason why, if there is somebody in your life right now that keeps on coming back, or that you feel so stuck with, or that you feel like, why is it that this person keeps on coming back into my life? Why is it that I can't free myself up from this person? Or it's like, even if you've tried to move on to, to a new relationship, this person keeps on lingering in your mind, or the two of you keeps on crossing up your paths. It means that there is like a promise that you've made to that person. It's not just any other person. Sorry, but it's more of a very significant person, okay? You've also lived in a farm. Some of you wants to own a farm. Some of you wants to have a farm, or some of you is already living in a farm. You just need to have some trust and faith, all right? And I've already mentioned this. You lived in a communal living. That's why you're so conscious about your finances. You're also good in saving money. So right now, some of you have like great investments, or you've already started investing when you were 21, or when you're at a very young age, or just a small amount of money. You always save it up, all right? But the injustice is something that you feel like you can't really stand. Some of you became a lawyer, okay? It could be like a barrister or like a magistrate during at that time, and you stood up for the like an advocate for human rights, all right? But there is somebody that you need to forgive. Let's see if there's something that I can still pull up from. You used to be, a musician, and you have a talent in music and arts. You're a high priest or high priestess. You're a Native American. Some of you are also bisexual during at that time, or during at this time, because you lived as both a male and female. So I did not really pull up anything here. Okay, did not show any of your karmic or your spouse. So could be that the person that you need to forgive right now is either your father or the father of your child. Because you've had a baby, but that person just took off and run away from you. So let me read this. Unrequited love and the forgiveness. All right. Let me do your general, or who were you in the past? Okay, what was your job? And who's this person that you need to forgive? I'm sure that some of you have been like feeling, sorry about that, feeling that there's like a different energy, or like the energy is so different for the past few days. I don't know. But I'm so sure that I'm not the only one who's been like feeling this. Feeling so low and down and lethargic. Oh. In in one of your past lives, you were actually impregnated by somebody who is a person of authority. I feel like some of you have been abused in your past life by somebody who's working in the military. It could be like a knight, or somebody who's working as a police, or something like that, or a soldier, and that's the reason that you've had a baby and there's no child. All right. So you were abused when you were in your past life, and it seems like you know who this person is. That's why there's like an air for forgiveness. You bear the grudges and you blamed your child for the series of unfortunate events in your life. And you feel like if you don't have this baby, you won't have this kind of lifetime. It's like you projected your anger, your fear, your angst to your child, and I feel like you took off. Some of you, this child actually grew up, but this in the care of someone else. You let other person or other woman take care of your child or raise your child, and then when you came back, this child that grew up as a fire sign, this person was so against you. Okay, this child was like, they have this anger, they're so rebellious, they're full of bitterness, and the way they treat you, the way they talk to you, it's like you're not their mother or something like that. It is because that, you've abandoned them. But this child needs to know that the reason why you have to move away and get away is because of, you need to support this child. But unfortunately, you got married, you forgot about this child, and then when your spouse died earlier, you came back, and then, like, they are just too full of bitterness in their heart. So, can't you see the trail? It's like there is somebody that you're so mad of, or you're so mad about, and you can't seem to forgive this person, and then this your child that you have projected your anger when they grew up, they're so mad at you as well. So it's like a domino effect. Okay. Now, right now, if you have a child, with you, or if you have a child that is like so against you, and you don't even know that sometimes when they speak to you, they're so cruel and mean. And it's like when they talk to you, it's like they have this, their eyes are burning with so much hatred that you don't even know where it's coming from. Okay. So I feel like that is also the reason why some of you are, like so afraid of having a child, or some of you are also having some issues keeping a stable relationship. Hmm. But when it comes to money, it's so easy for you to make money. Okay, it's so easy for you um, to make a fortune for yourself. But handling a responsibility, or being a parent or something like that, it has been a problem. Or some of you are having some issues with your children right now, or you've had some problems, during that time that they were still young. Like they have this so much hate inside of them. Now, how will you be cleansing your, you need to ask for forgiveness. They also need to forgive you. How? If you have a son that is so against you right now, it seems like this person will only be forgiving you at a time that you're already like, you're so sick or something like that. And if you have a daughter, they will only know the art of forgiveness at the time that they already have their own child, and their child will also be projecting the same kind of anger towards them. And that's the only time that they will know how it feels to be you, so that they will learn how to forgive you. You have to forgive them so that the child will also forgive them. Okay? So it's mirroring effect. It's like a kaleidoscope. Some of you, during your lifetime, during your past lives, just for you to move past and to surpass your poverty, you try to trick people for money, and you even faced trials. In okay, in one of your lifetimes, you also married somebody who's wealthy, but this person only treated you like a slave. So if there is somebody that is foreign to you, somebody who is different from you, don't expect that just because that they came from a very wealthy family or they're wealthy right now that they will be treating you well or fair. Okay? In some of your past, there are some family forgiveness, family issues, family healing that needs to be done. You also need to write a letter to somebody in your family to, to give them your forgiveness or something like that that will come from your heart. This is a very sensitive topic, but if there is somebody from your past who sort of did something to you, you know, more than just an emotional abuse, you also need to learn how to forgive them. Your life will be changing and uplifting once you start removing the blockages of the past by um, releasing everything that you've been holding up, everything that you've been bottling up, and if you stop wearing a mask. If some of you right now are over the age of 45, 55, 65, be very careful with your health, or some of your like a health condition will get worse starting that age that I have mentioned. Okay? So be very careful. Now let's take a look. The cards did not really indicate anything about your love life, so let's try if there is something that will be coming out. Laying solid foundations. A new solid foundation is building in your life. Your foundation is being strengthened and balanced for the new coming in. You could be attracting new relationships or strengthening and solidifying the ones you already have. Focus on setting firm foundations of honesty and communication and address the things that no longer serve you. Home and family. This is home environment or family changes. This could be a new home or relocation. This may pertain to an upcoming celebration with family, or you may be feeling more at home in a relationship. New love. Wow, so some of you are going to be settling for a new soulmate. This is a new passionate beginning with a soulmate, divine partner, or twin flame. A new relationship or connection is manifesting. This could be a relationship going to the next level or reigniting of passion. This may pertain to a friendship turning into love. Huh. It's actually interesting. Because it did not indicate anything about who's your soulmate, if you've already met them, or if they are already in your life path right now. So you will be meeting and will be settling for a new soulmate. Okay, some of you. Secrets, links, ritual, bison, strategy, red fox, groundedness, armadillo. Listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. Open mind will replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. So you're going to be settling for a new soulmate. Okay, dawn of love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. Self-creation, be the author of your own life. So you need to write a new history. Because I feel like the the previous lives or the your lives with the soulmates are, I feel like you just need to learn how to forgive them. And for some people, because you've already created like a kaleidoscope of, you know, anger or you've already created your own mirror. So it's anger after anger. Some of you are also like a big drinker. Okay. Let's take a look at the present message for you right now, Virgo. So it's going to be a brand new person altogether. In love, you always feel defeated because in each and every person that you're with, or the person that you really want doesn't want you back, or they always leave you behind. Or even if they want you so bad, you don't feel the same way. Some of you are also having some issues with an Aries. Okay? And if you're also about to start a new beginning with an Aries, it seems like financially your relationship will be like soaring up high, but when it comes to your emotions, passion, and affection, this is where you need to nurture the relationship for it to grow. If you're currently dealing with a Taurus, any fire sign, air sign, this relationship will start from an affair, okay? And then it will end up in marriage. Could be that the other person will be leaving the one that they're with for you. Now, please take note, what started in a lie will also end up in a lie. Okay? If you're currently dealing with any air sign in general, okay, strong air signs here, you will be facing the scrutiny of their family, or there will be some objections from, especially if they came from a higher society or if they came from a certain race, religion, or whatsoever. You will be facing the scrutiny of their family, their society, their religion thing, okay? But both of you will have to fight this together, side by side, and that is how you will be conquering your two cups, okay? Like, this is your destiny. This is the one that you're really going to be ending up with, and they will be fighting for you. All right? Your fortune also, some of you, if you're thinking that when will my money grow? When will I have a better career? When will I have like a better luck in life? You have to move from wherever you are, and you have to leave your comfort zone. Your fortune lies in another country, another city, but it is far from wherever you are right now. You also need to move away from your family, okay? If you want your if you want your life to flourish. I'm not saying that you should turn your back on your family. You just need to leave your comfort zone, because you feel like whenever that your family is there, you feel more safe, okay? But the problem is you always put their needs before you. That's why. All right, Libra. Ooh. You're a very strict father. You're also an officer during the war. You've suffered for an unrequited love. You died in a transportation. You're actually an adopted kid. All right. Oh, you've already met your soulmate in this lifetime. It is a Taurus, or it's an earth sign. All right, and some of you are good in numbers. Some of you are engineers, some of you are mathematicians, some of you are financial analysts, accountants, stockbrokers, or something like that. Anything that has something to do with numbers. That is the right path for you. Some of you are also working in the military, legal, government. Could be like a lawyer as well. All right. Some of you are also destined to be a politician or a ruler of a city, like mayor or a congressman or a senator. I'm not sure about being the president, but yeah, some of you have this destiny and purpose in public service. Wow. Anyway, I'm picking up that some of you are running for mayor. I'm not sure when, okay? But I feel like some of you will be running for the office. Um, you need to pick something about fighting for children's rights or women's rights, and you will definitely win the respect. And it's like there will be some majority votes or something like that, and you're gonna win. Anyway, and that's just like for a very small portion of you, okay? Like, I'm not really sure that all of you will be like running for the office, but whoever it is that you're planning to, to run for politics, that is, how you should be dealing with the public, or how you should plan for you to win. Anyway, during your lifetime, you're an adopted person or you're an adopted kid. Your real parents left you at the train station or rail station or something like that, and you never know who's your real family. You were adopted by somebody who's also in the military. That's why you followed the path of the person who adopted you, and you've always suffered from an unrequited love, and you also gave an unrequited love. All right. Some of you are also born as a male or female, so you're very much in touch with your femininity and masculinity. Okay. And you're also very in touch with your intuition. You have high intuition. You're also very gifted, and you also have that gift of wisdom of being fair. You always want everything to be fair. You always feel the need of balancing the scales. Okay. That's why you really have this thing about being in the public eye or public service. And you also died in open water. All right. Some of you lived like a carefree life, or it's like you hate restraint. You hate being restrained, or you hate being stuck in a committed relationship, or you hate being, like staying in one place or being in a repetitive cycle or something like that. You love adventure. You love being more outdoors. It's like you can breathe there, along with the nature. You've married somebody in your past life, and either you wrote a story about this, okay, or you created a novel about this. And this was the mother of your two kids. You've only had one soulmate. And I told you that your soulmate right now is an earth sign. All right? Particularly Taurus or an Empress. Empress sometimes signifies an air sign. Sometimes it's an Aries woman. All right? Now let me pick up if there's still more. Oh, imprisonment and slavery. If there is something in your life right now that you feel so stuck, it is because that you've been incarcerated in your past life. You've had very poor health. Whatever it is that you're going through right now is written in the stars, and you need to get over your phobia. You're always afraid. You also need to learn how to let other people into your life, because you always put up your shield up against your body. Okay, you also need to learn how to forgive. You've made a promise to somebody, okay? I feel like it's your child. That you will come back for them, because it's like you've had a hard time being tied up in a situation or in a relationship, because every time that you're in one place, or every time that you feel so stuck in one situation, problem, person, relationship, or whatsoever, you can't breathe. You always want to live a carefree life, okay? But you hate it when you know that someone is suffering from an injustice. All right? Let me take a look about your unrequited father, the vows that you've made. Who is it that you need to forgive in this spouse? I don't know why everything is dropping or knocking. You need to drop your love. You need to drop love. You need to give up. Oh, you gave up on love. Some of you have already gave up on love. Because you've been suffering from too much unrequitedness. All right. You know, also basically from what I can pick up from this is that if you have like a child, you don't have that much relationship or connection with the father of your kid, your children, because of the unrequited love. Okay. Um, some of you, your karma will start rolling when you get married. So some of you have already given up on love because you feel so hopeless already in this lifetime, or you feel so hopeless that there's like, like you just keep on getting hurt, and people just keeps on walking out of your life, walking in, walking out. All right. Now during at that time, I feel like some of you are also a writer, like a journalist. Okay. And some of you have been like, you have this very creative mind, a creative idea, but nobody wants to support your ideas, okay? You just want to make a difference. You don't know who your father is, the real one, the biological, but the person who raised you, a very cold and distant kind of in tribe, but you've lived in a very big house, or you've lived in a house that's just you alone. You did not really experience much love, much affection. You did not really experience having a good, like a good family. That's why some of you are also having some issues right now being a parent, because in your lifetime you've made a promise to your, to your child that you did not really honor. Um, there was like a promise that wasn't honored. Ah, there was a promise to your child that you did not do. It's like you just made a promise just because you just want to string them along. That's why in each and every person that gives you a promise, they're just stringing you along. Or if you give a promise to somebody, you did not really do it. You don't really do it. Hmm. Anyway, you lived a good life in the past, and especially in your first lifetime, but you did not really experience the real kind of love, the real kind of love of a family, of a father or mother or something like that. Because I feel like the person who adopted you is solo. I don't see any reflection, or I don't see any image of a mother here. And that is also what's missing in your life. You're longing for the love of your mother. Some of you have been like, like suffered from an emotional trauma caused by your mother when you were a child. Okay, it is because of your past life pattern. But when it comes to money, luxury, some of you are really born rich, or some of you some of you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Okay. I don't see any problem when it comes to money here. It's like you were a magnet for it. You were also known or famous person. Okay. And you were well respected. Okay, because of your father, or because of your family, or because could be for the name of your family that you're carrying. But the main thing here is, I feel like you need to learn how to honor your promise, and there's also a promise that you need to honor to your children if you have one. And be careful in making a promise. I also feel like some of you needs to forgive somebody from the past, somebody who left you behind, and somebody who abandoned you. Now you feel like by holding grudges against this person, it will point you to the right direction. It's not. It just blinded you. And now you can see the way. Now you can see where you're going. Okay? Oof. Libra. Money is actually the one that's going to be coming for you. Instead of you finding money, it's like money is the one who will come and find you. Well, it's a great deal, right? But money is not everything. Even if you will have this great kind of love, or even if you will have this great kind of fortune, great kind of living, if you're living a life that's no love, or some of you have already given up on love, what's the point, right? You hate it when someone is suffering from an injustice, but what about you when you're the one who's giving an injustice to them, right? So you've already met your soulmate. It's already, it's already there. It's already in your present life right now. Let's take a look who that person is. I'm picking up an Aries. I'm really picking up strong Taurus or an earth sign. Okay. This person is very hopeless romantic. You've met while you were traveling. They have a Cancer in their chart. They're also very sweet, thoughtful. You feel so stuck with them. Yeah, again, Taurus, it came out here. But there will be a love triangle at first. With a Leo. So you should know who to cut off. You should know who to choose. But you need to get to know them first. With a Leo, there is something that you need to discover. If you are currently with another air sign or Libra, there will be a great injustice to the situation that will also be bringing you like a tower moment. So your main person is either it's an Aries or Taurus. I can't say it could be like any other sign because, because the cards are really being so specific here. Or like a very young Virgo. But there will be a love triangle, okay, with a Leo, somebody who also have a Cancer in their chart, and Libra, another Libra. Okay. So if you're with a Taurus right now and you feel like that person is like your biggest nightmare, then could be it's not that the one, okay? But the your soulmate or your destiny is Taurus or Aries. Okay. Possibly, yeah, could be Rose Jane. Could be like moon ascending or their Venus chemistry. There's a mutual spark and attraction with another. There's a strong magnetic pull and chemistry with this person. There is a lot of passion and desire. So the person that you should be with, or the person that is rightfully meant for you, you will have that intense connection or intense chemistry. Soulmate. This person is a soulmate. See, the one that you're dealing with right now, or this is someone new coming into your reality that you have a spiritual connection with. They're meant to be laying solid foundations. So with this person that you're going to be meeting, this soulmate, the one that you will have that intense chemistry or connection, you'll be laying foundations. So you will know that this person is actually the right one for you because you will be in the same page. You will be like building up your dreams, building up, wherever it is that you're starting. It's not like, oh, I want this, I want that. And it's like you don't have to force your idea to them. They will just like, both of you will just meet somewhere in the middle. And it's like your minds will be meeting right in the middle, okay? Or it's like, you could definitely just finish each other's sentences or thoughts. And even if you don't say anything, whatever it is that you're thinking, that's what the other person will be thinking or doing or saying. That's the soulmate connection. Okay, I'm getting warmed up. Some of you are statistician, or mathematician. Oh, you're really going to be working for the court. You're really going to be working for... You have a calling in the politics. At the age of 40. 38. If you will be running during your early 30s, you're going to lose out. 38 above. Some of you are lawyers, some of you are, should be in this field, or could be like Department of Justice or something like that. You know what's actually funny? You're destined to have a lot of money. Good for you, Libra. Okay, good for you. And if you're thinking about what's the best business for you right now, car dealership or car reselling or car salesmanship or something like that, because you used to contribute one of the car designs of during the earlier times or during the earlier years. It's not Mercedes, but it's one of the most prominent car brands at present. Okay? So if you're looking for like what's the perfect business, what's a good business for me, or where should I work, what's my life purpose, something like that, but you have the enthusiasm when it comes to cars, car engines, or any parts of the car, it is because that in your lifetimes you were one of the contributors of this. Great fortune, Libra, great fortune. And there will always be like an unexpected income. Even if you're not really expecting, let's say, for example, that you have money problems right now. when there is something that you want to manifest, there will be like an unexpected money, unexpected income that will be coming your way. Either someone's just going to give you a loan, someone's going to offer you like, oh, okay, you can borrow you can borrow my money for now, or something like that, or you can take a loan from this, or they will be assisting you. So you will only be, if you're like a very young Libra right now, you will only have like a very um difficult difficult times, or difficult you will only have some difficulties in your career during your earlier years, but around 35, 32, 38, you'll definitely go up. Okay. Some of you, if you're thinking about going back to school, November is a very good month. Next will be April. You're also one of the, if you're also thinking of, I don't know, like doing some business or side business, I'm not sure if it's safe to say this, but something about artilleries. Okay. Ritual, bison, intuition, cat, whale, tiger. Now, you need to form a ritual for you to manifest your dreams, or for you to manifest you practice the law of attraction, follow your intuition, and you have the will, to make things possible. You just need to be careful, just safeguard your secrets, because I feel like there will be some people who will try to discover, unearth them, or dig them up, and use them against you as a blackmail. Especially if you'll be running for, whatever it is for the government. I don't know why I'm picking up all these politics things. It's not really my specialty, but I'm just picking it up. Anyway, accepting challenges, trust your inner resources, finding the path. You are the driver and the navigator. This is the wheel. Drunk with love, let love lift you to freedom. Open mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. All right. Let's take a look at the final message for you, at present. Some of you shouldn't really give up on love. Okay, you just need to enhance your communication skills. Some of you are also very sharp-tongued, that you need to tone it down a little bit. If you're too money focused right now, be very careful that someone's going to be like stealing away from you, or steal away the limelight or your credit, because you're too busy and you always turn your back into new opportunities. It's like you're too fixated in whatever that is already in your hands right now, or whatever that's already sitting in front of you, but you're not really, like following like a certain, I don't know, like thread or cycle. It's like when you're holding a responsibility, it's like you're too fixated on that. That's why there are some people that instead of you benefiting from that, they take it away from you and they take the credit. Some of you needs to move, and when you move, you will have like big success that kind of awaits you. Or some of you if you're selling up your house, there will be like a big success that will be coming your way, especially in the month of October. And some of you, if you're also trying to lease or to buy a new house, October will be the best month for you. Okay, or before Thanksgiving. But some of you needs to be careful in signing up any contracts during this month. October will be the best and probable month for you. Scorpio. Where's the Scorpio gang? Hi, JG. Hi, Jacqueline. Healing Shadows, Laura. Just bear with me, okay? If I'm a little bit, because my stomach is acting up again. Oh. This is the reason why you're having a hard time letting other people into your life and letting into your circle. You're an orphan. You don't know where you came from. You're very money focused. All you care about is earning money, and you're very hardworking, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, some of you have talent in music and arts. Some of you are also good singers, good writers. Some of you are also, destined to be a teacher, lead the education. Some of you are very close to your mom or are destined to be a mother. Thank you, Lucy Moore. All right. Scorpio, if you're having a hard time letting other people into your life, let's say, for example, you're in a relationship and you have that big trust issues, or you always have this thing about resisting love, moving away from love, walking away from love, it is because you don't know where you came from. Okay? You lived around the nature, or you grew up in the nature. All right? And you've earned money by performing in the street, or could be like writing or something like that, or drawing, could be during at that time when some people wants you to write something, that little advertisements, it's that is how you've earned money. And then some of you already became like a single parent or a single mom. Okay, some of you dreamed of having a farm, living in a farm, or owning up a farm. Your trust and faith has always been tested. That's why right now, if you have some trust issues, if you have some faith issues, or your faith's always been tested, it is because of your past life. And you're also one of the advanced civilizations during that time. You also served as a soldier. Okay, so right now, if you're with your spouse and you keep on bickering back and forth, and you have that intense sense of discipline and being right, or like being too perfectionistic, or something like that, it is because of your military influence. Some of you are also good in math, okay, or engineer. Some of you are also very good in logic and debate. All right. You're also very in touch with your femininity or masculinity. If you feel so stuck in a certain situation right now, or in your current situation right now, it is because that you were enslaved or imprisoned. Okay, you've suffered from an injustice, from something that you did not even do, or some of you have been like incarcerated for being gay, or for being, different or unique or eccentric or weird during your time. Somebody have done something to you in the past that you can't seem to forgive. I'm picking up like a female figure that's very close to you, or that you treat as a sister or something like that, and you've also died in transportation. Some of you are also longing for your father. You cannot really get along with your father. This person is acting more of an authority figure, or it's like they're very strict, and you grew up with so much restrictions, and you did not even enjoy your childhood because of your father. And you were gifted with this so much wisdom, all right? Because the wisdom were actually on top of the Atlantis. So this is how you survive your life. But the problem here is, this unrequited love. Okay, this unrequited love, and then this orphan. This is what contributes to your loneliness. It's like every time that you will try to find love, either they will leave you, or they will abandon you, or you will love them so much that they are not going to love you back that way. Or some people will make this comment like, I can't be a part of your world. It's so hard to be a part of your circle. It's like you're just waiting for somebody to mangle your defense, and you know it's like you're also testing them. But so far, you're the only one who keeps on giving and giving and giving. But there is a part of you that you can't seem to give up, or can't seem to give in, because you were so afraid of getting hurt. You were so afraid of letting other people in, because there's a hole in your heart that you can't seem to fill. All right, because you don't. It's like you're looking for, like, who are my family? Where did I came from? Like, why did my biological family just left me out under the tree? Okay. And there's also like a certain situation right now that you feel so stuck with, or there's a person that you always feel so stuck with. It's like you're trying to move on, you're trying to move away from that, but in each and every attempt that you make or that you take, it's like same old situation, different faces. That it's like you're getting so sick and tired of the repetitive cycle, and it's like you don't even know if you're still doing the right thing. But you know what? This is, this is actually what's good for you. What's good about you. You have so much wisdom. You're very intelligent. This is, people actually find you intellectually stimulating and sexy because of your wisdom, your gift of wisdom. And you're also one of the advanced civilizations. So there are some certain things that whether like before you operate like car or a certain appliance or equipment or whatsoever, you already know how it works. Okay, because you're one of the advanced people before that, right before the time invented, right before the we we create right now. You already have it in your in Atlantis before. All right. Mm. So let's take a look at this. This is what I want to pick up on. You know, what are the things that you feel so stuck with? Why are you suffering from an unrequited love and orphan? All right. I want to look at this. Okay, I'm getting warmed up now. You were also like a very troublesome child in the past. Some of you don't really, I mean, some of you are very skeptical about love, finding love, or being in love. Yeah, the person who adopted you in the past were very cruel. It was a fire sign. And at a very early age, you ran away. Okay? You tried looking for your origin, you tried looking for the answers yourself, and you already made a fortune, at the age of 9, 10, 11, and you're a very strong person. Some of you have also worked as a dancer. Not the dancer that you're thinking about. During at that time, in the earlier times, being a dancer is like you know, it's still a formidable profession or something like that. So I don't feel like this is a low kind of job. Some of you have served as a dancer. And you've met older air sign and earth sign. But you've only used the air sign for your own advantage because you want to earn leverage and you still want to find the answers to your questions, to your identity. Who were you? Where were your parents or something like that? And you tried to search. You continued in your journey. And then you met this earth sign, and it seems like you left the air sign, then met the earth sign, and then you waited out for the right time. Okay? It's like you did not really stay in any relationship because there is something more of an answer that you're looking for. Like there is like something that's missing in your life. You keep on moving until that you have stumbled somebody who used you. At the time that you're ready to have a family, that you want to have a family, and it's like you want to stop looking for the answers because you've already given up. It's already too late for you. You did not experience this kind of, it's like you're having a hard time you've had a hard time having a child, or you've had a child at like a later time, like 30s or something like that. And then when you met another person, so there are 3 people that you have so far either met or have already married to. And then the Cancer you also took off. The air sign, the earth sign, and then the water sign you also took off. So you did not really stay in any relationship during your lifetime because you did not found the answers that you've been looking for, the answer to your personality. Who were you? Your identity, your parents, your siblings, where did you came from? Who were you originally? You've had a child, but it's like you only had 1 or 2. But during the time that you're already like in your 30s. But you did not really stay with anyone. And you've had a child with 2 different people. Okay, or 2 different men or women. And then that's it. You've also grown so very, too strong that people find you very intimidating. And it's like they feel, ah. That's why some Scorpios, it's like they have a very itchy feet, and it's like they're gonna get sick if they're not gonna travel or go out of their house or get out of the house. Because you keep on moving, you keep on looking for the journey, for that answer, for the trail, and you love traveling. But you know what, Scorpio? You are blessed with heavenly people. Heavenly people are helpful people, higher people or rich people that will be helping you to go up, to, to create a bridge for you, to build a bridge for you, to give you that vessel or something like that for you to continue your journey. In each and every difficulties and each and every difficult times that you're going to be in, there will always be like helpful people that will be coming your way, whether you know them or not. Or suddenly you would just meet these people and you feel like, oh, okay, you're a blessing in disguise. Some of you will also, um, your life will start going up at the age of 38 to 45, meaning that you don't have to, like, worry about finances if you're going to struggle or something like that. It's like you will be steady. You'll be at a steady pace or steady ground or steady foundation. You're also destined to succeed. Okay? You will be rich in people. Okay? Not in, well, I mean, could be with money as well. I'm not saying that you're never ever going to be rich, but the helpful people is, investing in people is also much better. So this is what you've been stuck with, finding the answer or finding the, finding the answers to your identity. Where did you came from? Who are your parents? Why did why did your biological parents left you or something like that? That's what you're stuck with. Finding the answers. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Oops. And if ever that you will be, if ever that you will be, God, I forgot. I forgot what I was about to say. Because I dropped the cards. So anyway. Let's take a look. Some of you are, most relationships and finished connections, or it's like in each and every relationship, there's always that loose ends, okay, or open doors, open windows. Be very careful with false person, okay? Some of you will have a child right before you get married. I don't see any big wedding, but it's more of a civil wedding. Okay, but it will last. Your life will also be changing. Bishop. You're born to have a leadership position. You will also make the change in whichever profession that you're going to be in whichever field that you're going to be in, or whatever endeavor that you're going to be choosing. You'll be making great change, and you're destined to be a leader. You know to yourself, and you can simply project that right within you. What do you really want, and where do you want to go in life? Okay, here's the thing. If you will get married at the age of 35, 37, 38, you will not really enjoy much of your life. You will have a very good life, yes, but it's most likely not really going to last. Or it's not, well, it's not that it's not going to last, like, you will get separation, but it will be cut off abruptly. Either some of you will only have one person that you will ever marry in your entire life, or you will only have one true love that you will never ever forget, and that is your soulmate. Some of you could also have two people both at the same time. That the other one is your soulmate, the other one is your twin flame, and you will have a hard time letting go of both of them. Because they will be both forgiving, both understanding, and they want to remain. Even if they will know about each other, especially if you're a male, they will, it's like none of them will be budging. But you're gonna get pregnant before getting married first. um, this is not for all of you, okay? But some of you, while you're married to a male or while you're married to an opposite sex, there will be a same-sex relationship that will be your second relationship. I'm not saying that this is for all of you, okay? I'm just picking it up. Do not take advantage of people. You're not going to get rich from this. Now, some of you will also be suffering from an injustice, or somebody who will be putting you in a peril, somebody that you will be trusting so much, but that person will only be tarnishing your reputation, or will be putting your life in peril, or could be like you will get incarcerated because of this person. Be very careful at the age of 37, 29, 28. All right? Okay, let's take a look. This is a general reading, okay? It might not apply to all of you. Let's take a look. Different paths. You and this person are going down different paths. You are not on the same page. You have different visions of what you want in your life and where you're headed. Be honest with yourself and this person. Does this relationship align with the direction you want to move into? So if you're currently dealing with somebody right now, if you're already with someone right now, if you're waiting out for someone right now, or if you're expecting somebody to be in your life right now, you're on to a different path. Okay, be honest with yourself. Don't try to fit in whatever that is not meant to be. Boundaries. Clear boundaries are needed in this situation or relationship. Protect and honor your energy in a balanced way. Spend time alone, and if needed, reconnect when you're able to. Set healthy boundaries that are necessary, and learn to say no when needed. If you're currently dealing with somebody right now, set some boundaries. Or, I also feel like some of you are dealing with an ex, okay? If you're expecting that this person came back into your life, see? I just said if you're dealing with an ex, because there's a new love that's about to come your way. Anyway, release the ex, okay? You're on to a different path. Set some boundaries. If this person keeps on coming back into your life, and this person keeps on taking advantage of you, expecting that you will still be there for you, sorry, that you will still be there for them, that you will still feed them, you will still be like their back and call, or their Uber or something like that. Set some boundaries, because it's time for you to release, because a new love is finally here. Worst is if you are also helping and supporting somebody financially, cut it off. Okay? This is a new passionate beginning with a soulmate, divine partner, or twin flame. A new relationship or connection is manifesting. This could be a relationship going to the next level or reigniting a passion. This may pertain to a friendship turning into love. There's a new love. Okay, release the ex. You also need to set some boundaries. All right. Wisdom, owl, peace, gorilla, fear, hyena, learning, sacred, ibis. You know, you're being guided by your wisdom. If there is something in your life right now that is playing a lot of difficulties, use your gift of wisdom. And you also need to find your inner peace. That's why the gorilla is here to remind you that you need to take some time off, away from your chaotic environment. Fear, if you will let your fear succumb you, or like gallop you, you will never experience real life. And that is why the sacred ibis right now is also reminding you that there is still room for learning. All right. Life's purpose: seek your own deeper vision for life. Do not be frustrated, let go, and feel peaceful. Willpower: improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. Work of art: be a portrait of divine beauty. Now let's take a look at your personal messages, or your present life messages. Okay. Next will be Sagittarius. You keep on walking away from love. You keep on wearing a mask. Some of you are just playing around. Some of you, every time that things get too deeper or tend to be so committing, let's say, for example, you're a woman and this person is, your person already like proposed to you. Either you're going to run away or you're going to start having cold feet. You need to stop self-sabotaging, because love is already here. New love. Okay, some of you needs to leave everything behind, especially if it's no longer working. It's time for you to rebuild your edifice, or it's time for you to rebuild your foundation. You will only have a tower moment if you will be overthinking things. You need to let the universe handle its own job, or let the course of the situation move at its own volition, instead of you controlling things. You need to stir up your cup of love, okay, instead of being stagnant or hiding. Oh, the person that you will be ending up with is somebody that you're not going to be expecting, or someone that you feel like it's too far off for the two of you to be together. Either this person is higher than you, richer than you, or famous than you. All right? But this person has an authority, but with a very firm ground. Okay? their feet's on the ground, or they're very grounded. They're very um, humble, okay, and they're also very what do you call this? They're very they have a very big heart, but they're also very blunt, and they can cut off anyone that crosses their way or that will be hurting the people that they love. This person will be your protector. Either this is an air sign or a fire sign. But be very careful in love triangles, especially by the end of the year. Okay? Most of you, Scorpios, will have a lover. And if ever that you're single right now looking for love, so I've already mentioned it, okay? You will be meeting somebody that you did not expected to be with you. All right? Did I lay down the cards for the for your love life? Well, you did not really have any love life because you keep on walking away. Sagittarius. Scorpio Queen. Yeah, the super chat. Okay, no problem. You can try that. You know, the thing here is, it's not that I don't want to do it, but sometimes at the end of the reading, I'm already drained or I'm already tired. I don't have the never ending, super pumped up energy just like any other readers, you know? That's why. But we can try, you know, no problem. All right, Sagittarius, your past life. Oh, you're Native American. Health. You had a very bad health during your time, and it's like you're the first person who got the chicken pox. Okay, and people think during at that time you were plagued or you were the carrier of plague. That's why they believe in those black witches or witchcraft or something like that, and they try to prosecute you or like accuse you of something. So that's why there's like an air for forgiveness. You've already met your spouse, but this person came from a different country, or they sound like a foreigner, or they're a foreigner. Baby. Transportation. Finances. Orphan. Karmic. So, you've already met or you will be meeting both of your spouse and your karmic, both at the same time. So you will have a hard time choosing which one will be suiting you best. All right. The other person that will be draining all of you. So this is how it's going to go. The karmic one is the one that you're going to be like doing all the works, doing all the helping, doing all the back end, the backbone, and everything else. And it's like they're just going to keep on taking all of your efforts. Now, with your soulmate, they're the one who will be doing the things that you have done to the other. So you're the one who will be taking. Okay? So those are the signs. Now, you used to be a Native American in your past life, but you've had a very bad health. So like what I said, you were the first one who got the chicken pox. That's the only thing that I'm picking up, okay? And then people thought that you were plagued because it spread out like a wildfire, along with other people. And then people grew with a lot of wounds and stuff like that. And they thought that it's, like a, what do they call that thing? What do they call that sickness? Something like lepers or leprosy, But actually it's not. It's chickenpox. So there are some people that you need to forgive, okay, because they executed you, or they did something to you, okay. You were punished for something you did not even do. Now, in your second lifetime, your spouse is somebody from a different country, different place. This is a traveler, okay, or somebody that you met while you're traveling, while you're in a ship, but you've gone through starvation, but this person is the one who took you out of it. All right. The two of you manage to work your way up because both of you have that wisdom. It's like when your energies you combine it together, you make things happen. You create miracle together. Now, in your third lifetime, you've had a baby, but the problem here is you were an orphan during at that time, and having money, or you also died in transportation. In your second lifetime, you died in an open water. You died in a ship drowning. So if you have some phobias, um if you had some phobias with, I mean, cruising or being in a ship, especially during the evening or during at night, it is because that your soul and your mind is very much awakened, or very much aware of how you have died in your past life. And you have this thing about finances, that you feel like you will be gaining more, or it's like you have this thing about earning money in an easy way. All right. Let's take a look at this karmic relationship. Okay, you were in the Eastern Europe. You were raised by a monk or nun. You were imprisoned again. Huh. Twice in your lifetime. Sorry. Twice in your past lives. You've lived for like 4 to 7 times already. You used to have a diary, or you used to create a diary of your life, okay? And you're also one of the advanced civilizations. You've had 2 children, but I don't really see much of your. You've also had a child without a father, or without. It's like you're a single parent or something like that. And there are also some lessons and blessings that your past life and this waking life, okay, in this waking situation, that you need to heed, and you also need to learn from and thankful for. So I've already mentioned that your karmic is somebody who will be taking and taking and taking and taking from you. But with your soulmate, they're the one who will be giving and giving and giving, and you're the one who will also be doing the same thing, just like how your karmic have done to you. Okay? You're also an orphan. That's why it's also very hard for you to let anybody in. It's also hard for you to let somebody be a part of your life. Because there's always that missing part of you. You're also a little bit defensive, okay? I don't know why I'm picking this up, but some of you need to be careful with. It's like air sign people are the ones who will be like giving you that peace and chaos at the same time. All right. Let's take a look at this, and this. Some of you also have some healing abilities. Okay, let's take a look at this. You were married in something about justice or like city hall or something like that. The first person, you know, your spouse is like a water sign or an earth sign. But the one who broke your heart, your karmic, is an air sign. Queen of Swords. And this person is more likely this person is the one who will be like running away, breaking down your heart over and over again. Will also be keeping a lot of secrets. It's like they're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so is the deception. Now, with the water sign or the earth sign, this is where you're going to be gaining a lot. Um, and you will also have more communications, more openness, more emotional fulfillment, and okay, so your water sign person, your water sign spouse, this is the one that is more enriching, more nourishing. And it seems like, you know, the finances, remember I told you that from zero, you work your way up because when you combine your energies, it's like the two of you are really good and it's like you have one intention or something like that. But with the air sign, it's like this your karmic is an air sign, and it's like this person would just keep on stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Because you know, in your past life, this person already left you with several battles in life and several adversities, several obstacles. It's like every time that things tend to, especially if they're born in the year of the tiger, um, when things get rough, is this person left you right in the middle of everything. But with your spouse, okay, your water sign or earth sign, it's like this person is the one who nourished you. They, it's like they're ready to, you know, take the bullets for you. Yeah. Can you see this? Okay. This is the in the Rider-Waite. This is the Six of Rods. That there are some things that you will be losing, but then this person will also be like picking up. This is the Earth sign, and there will be more communications, more ideas, and more workmanship or team play. I feel like some of you are being faced with two choices at this time, or you're stuck in two relationships. You will also be settling in a different place aside from wherever you are right now. Yeah. The air sign, your karmic, is the one that will be breaking your heart. Like, this is the Three of Swords in the Rider-Waite. Okay? Hmm. So, like what I said, your twin flame is the one who will be taking and taking and taking, and your spouse is the one who will be giving and giving and giving, which is your soulmate. Now, to some of you who's still waiting out for your soulmate or still looking, you will be meeting this person. I'm picking up like a band or like a music or like a, I don't know, like a bandwagon or something like that. Or this person is working at a bank or something like that. They're very hardworking, dedicated, and they're also very um, dedicated. They're very, you know, serious, especially if they're Earth sign. Uh, Sirius is actually their middle name. But with the air sign, I mean, I'm not, this is not for all, okay? This is a general reading. Some of you might resonate, some of you might not. But just be very careful with your choice, all right? Be very, very careful. Now, if some of you, if you're a cross watcher for Sagittarius and you're kind of wondering, why is it that my Sagittarius couldn't let me in? Or it's like it's so hard to, you know, to mangle their defense or for them to withdraw their walls. It's like I can't get through. It's like you will you will remove one wall and then it comes another wall and another. It is because that they are so afraid of getting hurt because they still have this hole in their heart that they need to fill in, that they need to fill up, and that they just need to understand that there are some things from the past that you don't really have to look for, or you don't have to look for an answer because you are there for a reason. Okay? And that hole in their heart should be replaced by love, self-love, self-nourishment. Okay? So, your spouse is good in handling money, making money, manifesting money. But your karmic is the one who will be spending money, will be taking money, and will also be wasting money. All right? All right, let's take a look now. Poverty, privileged lady, coffin. Okay. Change, marriage. Sagittarius, some of you will have the chance of marrying a high-ranking person. Um, just be very careful in getting stuck with somebody that will be making you feel so stuck, and at the same time will just keep on taking and taking and taking. Unfortunately, this is the person that you're going to be falling so head over heels with. Yep, false person. High expectations that won't be met, but it will also be creating a great concern. So be careful with, the messages that you're going to be getting, or with exchange of messages. Some of you will also have a very short-lived relationships, but the one that will be lasting, the one that will be changing, is more of somebody with a position or somebody who's more of a high ranking, and this is the one that you're going to be ending up in marriage. Now be very careful with someone who will be taking and taking and taking from you, and I feel like this person will also be taking away your dreams, your reputation, and will be pulling away you from your family or from the people that you really love. Be careful in being manipulated. Be careful in being a victim. Okay? This person will be, like you will have like a lot of growing concerns. And like with your real person here, that you don't have to worry about anything, you don't have to think of anything. They're the one who'll be providing you the great changes, that you've been thinking about. But with this other person, you'll be the privileged lady, actually, or privileged guy. But when it comes to the other person, there are a lot of things that you need to watch out for. Especially watch your back because this is a false person. Okay? Be very careful with your choice. Some of you are already stuck in two relationships. Some of you are having two people both at the same time, so you need to make a choice. Otherwise, the universe is the one that will be making a choice for you. All right, let's take a look at this. Time apart. Some of you are in a break, or some of you are in a cold separation with somebody. Chemistry. Release attachments. If there is somebody in your life right now that you're kind of in a break or in a temporary separation, the chemistry is also being in question, and it seems like it's time for you to really make a decision. All right? You need to release the attachments. Let go of unhealthy attachments and connection. Time apart is needed. Distance will bring clarity, and then this is a mutual spark and attraction with another. Let's take a look at the other. Soul-to-soul connection, home and family. Support. This is for your karmic, and this is for your soulmate. Now, soul-to-soul connection, you're manifesting a soul-to-soul relationship. Now, home and family, this is home environment or family changes and support. So you will have the right connection with the right person. You will also be creating a family, and at the same time, see, I told you that you will also be gaining support. My dog is dreaming. So you will also be gaining the right support. So that is a very clear indication who is the false person and who is the right person. All right. Let's take a look now at your oracle. Transformation, sea otter. Loyalty, red crown crane. Observation, peregrine falcon. Oh, this is new. Now, the sea otter will be reminding you of a transformation. So you're going through a death and rebirth. Okay? So like what I said, if you're currently with the wrong person, you'll definitely know about it. Now, the loyalty, the red crown crane, this symbolizes your soulmate. Okay? Observation, well, the peregrine falcon is kind of reminding you that you need to tap into your inner senses and use your own sense of judgment if this person is really the right one for you. And companionship, dog. The person that you're going to be with is somebody who is much more faithful and loyal. The dog is a lifetime companion, okay? Very faithful and loyal. Whether they're already, I mean, some dogs only last for like 20, 21 years. But their spirit will always be with you, and they would even come back for you. That's how loyal they are. Now, imagination, draw the well from your own capabilities. Open mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. Simple pleasures, look for beauty that is all around you. Transformation, let love transform you forever. Transformation is really there. It's really here. Transformation and also transformation. So some of you are going through a death and rebirth. And be open-minded, okay? Now let's take a look now at your present messages before we head into Capricorn. Oh, Sag. Be careful in being played upon by this person, okay? You have a very high intuition. You actually have a very sharp intuition. Know when this, when this person is already showing or throwing some red flags. You need to act upon. You need to use the power and the influence of the magician. Otherwise, you'll be carrying your rods the wrong way. Now, there will be some guidance to you, and someone will also be guiding you to the right path and to the right way. You just need to be a little bit more patient. If you're currently in the dark right now, there will be someone who will be coming to the rescue, okay, or who will be coming to you to enlighten you and to give you or to let you see the sun shine through, okay? You need you need the help of your friends. If there's also that you have to make, you can rely on your friends. This other person, the right person is the one. It's like you don't really have to put up a lot of work. You don't have to put up a lot of effort. It will just work on its own. It will just, like stick around on its own, or it will just, it's like, it's the perfect shape. Okay, the perfect fit. And it seems like at the time that you finally found this person and you're already with somebody, your luck will be increasing and all the good things will be coming your way. Be very careful with this, okay? Be very careful. This person is the one that will be bringing you the tower moment. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look. Capricorn, who were you? What were you in the past? Have you already met your soulmate? First card, unrequited love. Ships. Some of you are so afraid of cruising or crossing the waters. You're an old soul. You're born during the biblical times. Some of you are also born as a traveler. Some of you are born as to travel, to cross countries, cross the world. But some of you also died in transportation, okay? Some of you also have that knack in either you're a good driver or it's like you love driving, okay? Something like you have the fascination about cars. Anything that is in line with the transportation. Some of you keeps on suffering from karmic relationship. Um, all right. Capricorn, it's like ever since that you were a child, you, especially if you're the middle child, you never really experienced the real kind of attention and love. It's like there's only like a certain people in your family who gives you love, or it's like you can't give the right kind of love to some people or to someone. And you're also very bottled up. You're also very restrained. You always withhold your feelings, or you're so afraid of showing off your feelings. You don't really verbalize whatever that's inside of you, whatever your emotions are. You just keep it there. Okay? Some of you are also very afraid of crossing the waters, going through, you also need to learn how to conquer your fears. I mean, take a short cruise trip or take a short cruise. You don't really have to be on the ship for like a month or 3 months or something like that. If you just need to cross island to island so that you can conquer your fears of water, it's not that bad, But some of you are also not good swimmers. Um, you're a very old soul. Most of the people can't really understand you, the depth of your soul, of your personality, and in your intelligence, because it's like you look into more of the old-fashioned ways of life, or you're too conventional or traditional. Whilst the people that you're blending in right now are way too modern, or they are not really that aware of the good old ways. Okay, you're a very deep person, and I've already mentioned about the transportation. Now, you were an angel that descended here on earth for a purpose. It's like you were sent back here to become the light of those people who needs your guidance and who needs to go through the same things that you've already gone through. So if some of you are already going through a lot of difficulties right from the very beginning of your life, especially during your teenage years, it is because that you are destined to be a light worker. Okay, or to bring light to the world. Now, you also need to learn how to enjoy life a little bit. You're very, you're very conscious about your finances. You're very conscious about your financial security. Some of you are also having some issues having a baby, or you don't have a baby, or even if you want a baby, it's like it's so hard for you. You're also one of the advanced civilizations. You came from Atlantis. Some of you also have some issues with your father. You're missing out your father. You don't have a father. Or you're also having some issues connecting with the father of your child. You've made a promise to somebody. That's why if there is somebody in your life right now that keeps on coming back, that you can't seem to move on from, this person is the one that you need to fulfill your promises. Be very careful in making promises as well, because you will get stuck with that. Now you are also going through limbos, or going through circles and series of karmic relationships. It is because that you can't seem to find a way on how to move away of this karmic cycle that you're in. It's like you keep on feeding yourself with karmic residues that you keep on, it's like you're just belting your soul and yourself with this whole cycle. Every time that you also feel so sad, or every time that you also feel so um like so stressed out, you always feel the need of reaching out to the nature, because this is your earth element. This is your mother element, being part of earth. Some of you are also having some issues letting other people. You're very defensive, you're very guarded, you're very walled up. Okay? It's like you always wear your shield up against your body, and then your sword, along with a helmet and with an armor, okay, that is so heavy. But you're not really guarding your back. So people don't attack you in front. People attack you from behind. So make sure that you will be, that you will always be up against the wall. Metaphorically, it means that you need to make sure that you will have like a stable finances, or that you will always have your finances backed up, because otherwise people would just be taking and taking and taking from you. Um, Okay. Mm-hmm. You know, you keep on escaping because in your past life, you keep on moving. You're very old soul, but it's like you have that, it's like you just want to serve up your purpose. And in your first few lives, I don't see, in your first stages of your lives, I don't really see much love here, except for like payment of karma, serving up your purpose. But in your second and third, you've already lived for like 6 to 7 lifetimes. And it seems like in your third or fourth, you used to be a writer, so you always have that inventive and imaginative mind, and you always have that illustration of a story in your mind. It's like you can create a novel. Okay, when you see something, then you, or when you get inspired by a couple or by a person, you can just definitely create a story out of that. Okay, some of you are also very good in math because you used to be born in Egypt. Some of you are also good in invention, science, and technology, or technology itself. You used to live in Asia. Now there's somebody that you have left. So if you have a problem of always leaving a relationship, walking away from a relationship, and you always have this commitment issues, it is because that you just keep on moving. You always pack your things and move from one level to another, move from one place to another, move from one house to another. You've also served in the military, so right now you have that deep and strong sense of discipline right within you that some other people can't seem to get it. You also, you were incarcerated over something that you did not even do. So there are times that you feel like you're suffering always from an injustice in your situation. But your spouse is the one that will be your soulmate. This is the one that will be like taking away all of these karmic injustices. Forgiveness, orphan and monk or nun. You need to forgive your parents. You need to forgive your parent, could be. Okay? You also need to get back more into your faith. And it's like you always feel the need of being alone, bracing yourself. It's like you always push people away. You always want to move away from people. It's not that you're antisocial, but it's like you're more of either a soloist or like you're too reserved because you feel like nobody will understand you because of being an old soul. You always ponder about life. Okay? Now I want to see this in this in your karmic. Okay? The rest will go. Why did Capricorn suffer from an unrequited love and be an orphan with the spouse and the karmic relationship? You know, your first soulmate is actually a Cancer or water sign, but this is not going to work out. It will only last for 5 to 8 years or 4 to 8 years. And then there goes a new beginning. You know, in your past life, you were actually adopted by somebody who's riding a carriage, or someone who is, I don't know why I'm picking up like an emperor, like an imperial or something like that. I'm not sure what that means, but you were picked up by this person on the side of the road. And you were presented to a family that don't have any child. You grew up being so disappointed, or being a disappointment, and you were very cut up and dry. You were also trained to succeed and to drive hard, strive hard, and to fight hard, but not to say or speak anything of your emotions, or not to, to relay whatever that's inside of you. It's like you were trained to be so quiet and to keep whatever that's inside of you. You were actually raised by like a royal family or something like that, or somebody with a royal blood or something like that. But your life wasn't really that, that happy. But your first soulmate is a water sign, more likely Cancer, the Magician of the Chariot. And this is the one that will also be giving you a lot more meaning in your life, a lot more direction, purpose. Okay, let's take a look now. You know, you've served your family, or it's like the family who adopted you just um it's like they want you to pay up for whatever good deeds that they have done for you. And that way, by fighting for your clan, for your city, for your country, or whatsoever. And you have won several battles. You've won several wars. You've won several, uh, yeah, battles or wars or fights or something like that. And it's not that you're a conqueror, but you've conquered a lot of battles. Okay? It's like you're also a great strategist, because you know how to win. I mean, you know how to win like a certain war or a certain fight, okay? By just not by using your or exuding all of your armories or your resources, but you use it with smartness or intelligence, okay? Like strategy, like playing a chess. You're so good with whatever it is that you do, and even in your, in your succeeding lifetimes, you always go through like a very difficult stages of your child life, teenage years, and you're also trained for this and that, but you always strive so hard and you always prove your worth. Okay? But your main, let's take a look at your twin flame, if they will be showing it here. You were also born to travel, touch, and heal different types of lands. But being a mother is also a problem for you, for some of you. Okay? Or some of you will get pregnant or become a mother at later part of life. They, It doesn't really show here anything about your karmic. But it's like, you if your first soulmate, if your first relationship with the soulmate is not going to work out, this energy or this spirit will only be reborn again in another form or another person, and then that is how your story will be starting again after 10 years. Let's say, for example, you've already met this person 10 years ago or somewhat years ago, and 10 years have already passed, that is the time that you'll be rewinding your life path again. I also feel like some of you have 10 karmic soulmates. All right? I'm sorry. All right. The cards did not really show that much about your karmic. Could be it's because there are too many. Finding the good one, or finding your soulmate at the beginning of your life will be very, very difficult. You will also be going some of you have also gone through like difficulties, or could be that you've lost a lot of job in the past. But then as you grow older, as you ascend, a path will keep on getting cleared for you. Yep. And then you will be finding a way. Okay, you will rise to the top. Just be very careful of getting seduced by either this is more likely Taurus. Okay, be very careful. This is the one that will be taking you down either to the court or either to, something legal or some legal battles. Or it could be that this person will also try to, bring some troubles for you at the court or something like that. Especially if this person is also. Anyway, just be very careful with this person, okay? But some of you at the later part of your life is at the age of 40s, 39, 40s above, that is where you're going to be ending up with someone that is wealthy or that you will get wealthy. And this is also the same pattern as your past life. You keep on winning and winning, but then it's like you have a hard time finding the right one. And you also keep on longing for love and crying for love. Most of you love somebody, but they couldn't really love you the same way, or they get suffocated with your too much neediness, or you being too, being too much into them. If you'll just learn how to balance, there will be more path that will be cleared for you. But one thing's for sure is that when you started getting matured, your finances and your life will definitely go up. Some of you also have a life purpose in traveling, leading the world, or leading changes. It actually flipped. Let's take a look at your heart messages now, okay? Children. Children are involved in this relationship. This could be the possibility of bringing in a child or the thought of having children. Okay. Different paths. You and this person are going down different paths. So currently, if you are dealing with somebody whom you already had a child or whom you have a child with, or who already have a child with another person, it seems like you're on a different paths, okay? You're taking, both of you are taking a different route. There's also like an influencing factors, that plays in the picture. A physical imbalance in finances or career is affecting this relationship. So both of you are too focused on your career, or that's the one that's been like, it's like there's a work-life imbalance. Let's pull out 3 more. Have faith. Trust your intuition. Reunion. So you're going to get back together. There are some issues with an earth sign, another earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, about a child support. So be very careful about this person, because I feel like they're not going to stop until that they're going to get whatever it is that they want. Okay. Um, hmm. Now have faith, trust in the decisions you've made regarding this situation or relationship, so you will be making a stand. But you need to trust your intuition, okay? Trust what you're feeling, listen to what your intuition is telling you in a situation about this person. If you feel and believe that there is somebody in your life that is either your karmic or your soulmate, trust your intuition. But there will be a reunion. This is someone from your past returning, and a union is forming or will be forming. All right? There will be a soul level connection. Ooh, fruit bat, flying fox, kindness. You need to practice kindness, but also be careful with people who will be taking advantage of it. Companionship, dog. You can also adopt a dog if you don't have one for, for a totem for your companionship. The dog symbolizes longevity and companionship. News, there will be some news that will be embodied by a raven. Trying to fit in connection. Some of you feels disconnected with the world right now, or some of you feel so disconnected with a lot of people because of the transformation that you're going through. But soon it will be fixed, okay? Some of you actually have a literal problem with your communications or phone line. Face your fears, farewell to fear phantoms. Some of your fears are just in your imagination or your illusion. Finding the path, you are the driver, the navigator. Open mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. Now, there are some things about your old ways or old behavior or how you work your way through a certain situation, and it's not really working, okay? You need to step out of it. You're also going through a big transformation, so leave all those old patterns and old behaviors behind. It's time for you to create new. Return to joy. We are here to experience joy. All right? Now let's take a look at your present life message. Somebody gave a super chat. Oh, Scorpio Queen, thank you. I'm sorry, I did not really notice that. All right. Um, some of you needs to avoid a lying air sign, especially if they will try to seduce you with their emotions, or if they will try to seduce you with their love and devotion. It's much better for you to go and start a new foundation. Okay. 333. Oh, sorry. Double three. Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups. Your friends will help you with your new beginnings and new start. Work will also be coming your way. There will also be some promotions, or there will be unexpected opportunities, money, lump sum of money, okay, that will also be coming your way. Some of you will also be traveling unexpectedly, and it will be more of a wish fulfillment. You will also be receiving a lot of communications from different types of people. So if you're currently looking for somebody, or if you're currently looking for or waiting for a correspondence from somebody, it is coming real soon within the next 8 days. Double eight. This is 3-3. This is 8-8. Be very careful with somebody who is already either an Aquarius, Aries, or Gemini. This person will only be betraying you, and they're not going to tell you that they're still married or already entangled with somebody. So if ever that they will be offering their cup of love, make sure that it is filled and not empty. You will still be raining though, okay? You're still going to be on top of this, because this person will feel like they can take advantage of you, but you have to teach them a lesson. You have to show them that you are more aware of the situation. All right? Okay, anyway, I might have to cut the Aquarius and Pisces until tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow I'll also be doing the weekly grind, because I really feel so unusual right now. I'm sorry, Pisces and Scorpio, but we have to continue tomorrow, okay? And also the what do you call this? The weekly grind. All right. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for liking and subscribing and joining me in my live stream. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Scorpio Queen. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Blessings to you all.